Awesome. All right. I think we have mostly distributors here, but that's okay. We are going to move on, and there's going to be opportunity situations within the training, and we're going to move forward like that. Welcome to Vida, Divina, Divine Life. Okay? So one of the things that, as we move forward and as we continue to move on, you all, I know that you have it in you somewhere to be up here, okay? We've got Anne Marie, who's a master trainer. More that's in here. I know the two in the front row here, they actually teach individuals how to do presentations, so I know about that. But you all consider that. Consider that for yourself, as a platform for you. And if not, just, practice. Practice practice talking about your products and all of that, and it's going to come to you some type of way. I know you may see it seem a little uncomfortable, but you're going to feel like that until you step out. Okay? All right, let's go. So leading with love is our theme, and we have our competitive advantage. Both of them, 1 and 2. Powerhouse. Yes. Armand, number 2 competitive advantages, because we have Armand, who is a multi-level marketer like nobody's business. And we have Dr. Esther, who's a holistic doctor, and she's the one that's responsible for putting all these amazing products together. Yeah. That's a win-win situation right there. Yeah. Not only that, but they lead by love. Look at Genesis 11:6 up there. That's the story right there. Genesis 11:6. All right, so this is what we call our elevator speech. Vida Divina is a health-based company looking to improve nutrition, health, and welfare. Now we have a vision statement and we have a mission statement that's rather extensive, but if someone asks you what is Vida Divina all about, this is a short script right here. We call it an elevator speech. It's what you would say in an elevator ride to a prospective investor, someone that's going to invest in your business. What are you going to tell them when they ask you, what is Vida Divina? There you go. You hear it right there. Right there from Angie. Okay? So there you go. That's it. And of course it's more than that, but at least that starts you off with a conversation. Because one of the things you want to do is build relationships with people. Yeah. You don't want to just go in there hard cold and just say, hey, I have a product and that might work every once in a while, but both Armand and Dr. Esther are about building relationships and getting people healthy, making sure you build those relationships, and from there you begin to build your customer base and you begin to build the individuals who are going to sign up under you as well. Because people want to know how much you care. They don't care how much you know, they just want to know how much you care. Right. Pretty much. Okay, so that goes across the board. So here we have our goal, to deliver high quality products that can be consumed at any stage of life and become a contributor to economic development. Now that says it in a nutshell. And feel free to take pictures of the slides. This is not the official company slide. Just want to give that slide presentation, want to give that caveat. But if you want talking points and be able to study and do your research, you can feel free to do that. So it's talking about the products, the high quality of them, the fact that you can take them any stage of your life, because you know that children can ingest these products as well. We've got the electroshots and those different things, and then economic development, making sure we become wealthier as we become more healthy. Woo. So basically, what are you doing?
Sitting on a gold mine
of information, resources, and products. You're sitting on it, but what good does it do to just sit on it? You got to dig. Even if you're sitting on a gold mine, you still have to dig. That means do your research, not become an expert, but do something, because you have to build credibility. There's that word, credibility. When people know that you're credible, that you're a credible source, that you're excited about your products, you're excited about what you're doing, they're going to jump on board as you build those relationships. But you be credible. at least be able to say something about the products.
Yes.
All right now, we are going to switch reels. Mr. Armand, did you want to take over here? We just wanted to get started. Just before you got here, welcome. Yeah.
We'll just leave that up. I don't like PowerPoints.
No, there you go. There you go.
How's everybody?
Good.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, we have some great news happening tomorrow, which we'll announce. Tomorrow we're having a call. It already went up on the HQ site. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock our time, 10 o'clock Eastern time, we're going to release some news that you guys are going to get very, very, very excited about. Especially people who, are, well, you guys will find out tomorrow.
Can we turn off our cameras?
Yeah, we got
No.
Come on, come on. Come on, give it up, give it up.
So it's all good. So here's the deal. We have a great company right now that is just doing a lot of marvelous things. There is a lot of great stuff happening around. I don't know if you guys noticed. The last 3 weeks we've opened up about like multi-million-dollar offices around the world.
Yes.
We got next week we're opening up a huge building. It's just amazing. It's a 3-story building. It looks phenomenal in Quito, Ecuador. We're like right next to the U.S. Embassy. We're right next to the South Africa Embassy. We're next to the Mexican Embassy. We're next to, all the embassies are right there. And then we have our building like right there. So it's really, really cool. The stadium is like, their national stadium is right there too, like walking distance. So if you guys ever want to take a trip with me, it's a phenomenal place to go. It's a really, really phenomenal place to go. But here's the deal. We have about a few more countries we're opening up. So you guys saw, we put up slides of the new office in Costa Rica. We're opening up a new office here. We're shopping already on for some countries in Europe already. We're shopping for some over there in the African continent too. Like we're looking right now for Nigeria especially. That's the one where we have a lot of people coming in, especially from Nigeria. It's impressive. I'll be honest with you. If we look at all the countries that we got, U.S. is number 1 in the amount of people that we have. We have in Nigeria, it's like tied with like El Salvador. It's really, really impressive in the amount of people that are coming in. And it's special because a lot of people really, they want that drive and they know they need it, so it's pretty cool. We have also the Philippines. We're really excited about, for the next coming years. It's going to be really, really awesome. We have obviously Europe. The UK is very important for us. So it's coming to, everything is coming to place. So it's very, very cool. All of you know that we opened up the shopping carts, right?
Yes.
Okay. Tomorrow there's going to be some better news than that.
Yeah. Woo. Come on.
There's going to be some really, really, really good news about that also. So there's a few things that we're going to talk about tomorrow that you are going to be very, very excited about. We got things that are happening that, I'm like really, everything's coming to play really cool. Everything's coming to play the way it should. It's just something that's amazing. So we're doing a lot of different things right now to make everything happen. A lot of people
Share.
at a company like
Give me
this
some
and
hearts.
says, I can't understand it, because I hear this all the time. I can't understand why they're not shipping, or they haven't shipped, or I can't understand why the carts weren't open for X amount of people, or not these people, or stuff like that. What people didn't understand is, imagine having a restaurant, just one restaurant, and then all of a sudden, you have the basic clientele of 180,000 people. And then you tell everybody, at 3 o'clock, we're going to open the doors, and everybody, I know you all want the product right now, and if we open the doors, as soon as they open the doors, you have all this like cluster of people coming into it, and it'll just crash the system, and then it'll be had a lot of problems. So we decided to really phase people into it. Now we phase people, and as we're phasing people, we're looking at errors that are coming in. For example, we had a big error that nobody ever noticed, but just an example, we had the cards, we'll talk about the packages, but the packages come in like a gift card type of, because that way you can pick and choose the products you want. So this gift card will give you 25% of the points. And then people will come in and they would buy, for example, with that same card, they will buy another package. You know, and it'll start doing so stuff like that. We didn't realize is going to happen.
Wow.
Until, you know, we got some sneaky people in there. That's
Oh, wow.
not sneaky, smart.
Smart.
They outsmarted us. We didn't think about that, but see, that's why it's so cool to do it the way we did it, because we kept figuring these things out right away, right? And so we were really, you know, we started fixing things as long as we didn't even expect. So we would have had 180,000 people at the same time. Imagine the amount of errors we would have done that. So we had to do it that way, and I know some people were bothered because it was so slow, that process, but we're done with that process. As a matter of fact, tomorrow we'll make some announcements that you guys will really, really love, especially for multiple countries that are out there. So it's going to be very, 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 very cool. What else? Product shipping, you know what, we have products on hand right now. As a matter of fact, I brought tea.
Yeah!
I have tea right now. The really cool deal about the tea right now, so you guys know, a lot of people are asking, he goes, why is the product shipping all the way till the next week? Because this week, we could have shipped it last week, you know, rebagged. You know, it went from Tel Delgado now, so we went to Tel Divina, so we have to rebag it. We didn't want, you know, we could have just sent it out like that, but we were afraid that people would start posting it and say, look, I got my tea, right? And they were branding something we're not going to have.
Right.
So I says, you know what, it's worth the little wait of a week of just having the machines just start switching the bags over. But everything is really, really cool. We had an excellent event last weekend where we had, I think, like 45 people took tea home, you know, and it was really, really cool. It was something that was pretty powerful. You know, I think the products that we have are going to change your lifestyle. It honestly will. You know, we have a lot of products that will affect you right away positively in your body. One of the things that I've seen that a lot of people have is that, you know, you use their tea, you notice it works right away.
Yes.
You won't wait a week, you won't wait a month, you'll notice tonight. You know, in the middle of the night, you'll be going like, well, what's this? Let's go. You know, when people go like, well, I love to sleep, but not tonight. You know, the first time you take that tea, you're not sleeping that well that night. You know, but it's going to be really, really good. Your body's going to feel better. It's, you know, everything else. You know, it's going to be really, really good. The really cool thing about the tea is that, you know, we went to the LA Fair a few days ago. You know, just actually not a few days ago, yesterday. We just dropped by really quickly to the LA Fair, and you know, they have all this junk food that is like amazing.
Right.
And you're walking around, and you know, they had, by the way, this stuff that was, you know, I'm a big watermelon fan. They had deep fried watermelon.
What? Ooh.
And you go, huh? You know, and I walked by this gentleman, right? He's like, wow, this is amazing. He's like, screaming it. And I go, is that good? And he's like, try it. And I actually literally bit it. And I had to go buy some. We bought it for the whole family because it was really, really good.
Funny.
But now you think about deep fried this, deep fried that, deep fried this, and then how do you feel after that?
You need some
after
tea.
a while, right? So we went home and we all drank the tea. And it's like, you know, we ended up, when we came back, it was on purpose too. We came back, we were about 10 pounds heavier, all of us. Wow. Because everything we had, you know, I mean, we were just having a blast. You know, food is good. I'm a food lover. So. And then after the tea in the morning, we're down 1 pound.
Wow.
You know, and it was just that one night. It was just the tea. We came back, we weighed ourselves, we were up 10 pounds. In the morning, we were down 1 pound, most of us. So it was really, really good. So I mean, either that or we were at the regular weight. I was down 1 pound, so it's really, really impressive what it can do and how it can detox you really quickly. So to me, it's very powerful because a lot of people who know my story knows that, you know, I was originally 425 pounds when we started with the original tea.
Yes.
And when we started using it, I went down so far that, you know, I was feeling so good. You know, you start going like, well, I don't need a diet no more. You start eating, right? Forget about the diet, but you maintain. And I was able to maintain for a long time at my certain weight. Now, tea changed before, and I started, you know, gaining weight. And I noticed it was because the tea it's not the same. It's like getting the weight back.
That's
little
right.
by little, it was creeping up. You know, and you're looking at that, and like, when you're looking at pictures, you're like, ooh, you know, not that good, right? But now you can see it dropping again, dropping again, dropping. So I'm really happy about that. I'm really, really happy about that. And the only issue I'm having is that I keep having to pull my pants up.
Yes.
So that's the only bad, and especially when you're walking around like the LA Fair, good. It's not good. Well, we have phenomenal products. We have a great show coming up on the 18th. I don't know if you guys have tickets for that. Well, I'm gonna let you guys know a little bit about that. Is that tomorrow, because we're almost packed to the house, and so it's and just to be grateful. And the numbers right now, they're in the store, and the numbers we've done are incredible, by the way. Anything in the back office, the amount of sales we've done, they're just incredible. So we're going to do something really nice to the people that bought the ticket, and are going to the event. So you guys are going to be very, very happy. That means more money for people who are going to be there. So you'll hear about that tomorrow. So we'll announce that. So that's going to be something really, really cool. I think we want to give back because I thought it was really, really cool. The amount, how fast we actually got to sell these tickets, and how fast, I know a lot of people have a lot of pressure on them. I know a lot of people have a lot of pain. I know a lot of people have gone through, just a whirlwind of things that are happening with their families, and they're a lot of them are stuck with us. But we want to give back some. It's going to be really, really cool. So we're going to do that. We're going to make some really great announcements. Again, I'll remind you guys about that again and again throughout the whole. I'm excited.
Come on.
But there are a few out there. We're about, we trying to force, here's the deal. That hotel has a smaller room next to it that we're trying to get, but it's already reserved for somebody, but they have not paid for it. So we're trying to force them to open it so we can open up just a little more space for us.
Right.
And actually take the whole room itself, it'll be all ours, so we're trying to make that happen. So if it happens, fantastic. If it doesn't, that's another deal. But it's really, really cool. I think we're going to be able to do a lot of good things. Now, one of the other great things about what's happening is that we are reserving the first, you guys know, for the event, we're reserving all the first print of bottles. So you guys everybody will have a first print bottle. For that, that's already included in the ticket price for the people who are in the VIPs. We're going to have some great stuff that we're going to hand over also as a goodie bag for a lot of people, especially.
Nice.
There's going to be some products and there were some teas and stuff like that, maybe. Maybe. I don't want to give too much up, So it's going to be pretty good. I want to make sure that people who are good there, they don't think that we want their money for an event, because I think that was what people think. We really don't. We just wanted an event to happen, and we have to hand it back and basically the product. You guys are going to really enjoy that, so it's going to be pretty cool. We are also going to have product there, by the way, for everybody who's visiting. There's going to be a lot of product there available, as we're going to have the liquid gold is going to be there by that time, so we're going to have liquid gold available, so people can really know what that is. It's an awesome oil, by the way, but nobody's heard of this yet. It's an oil that's going to replace your day cream, night cream,
Nice.
Just eye cream. It's going to be your baby cream, and it has this 24 karat gold actually in it.
Wow.
So it's an actual 24 karat gold inside. It has minerals, it has powerful minerals. It has some emu in it. It has some, carrot seed oil. It has some, it's a lot of different things that are in there that are just making powerful. It's like 6-7 blends of different oils that are just going to be powerful in that. So when you guys try this, it's like nothing you've ever seen. The science behind this is incredible. So when you guys try this, it's going to be powerful completely. Now that's going to be there available. We're going to have other products. We're going to have all the products that are available. And we're going to give people a discount. And I want to make sure that if somebody's coming in, and they want to take product home, that if they sell it, at least can get their money back if they want it, right? So we're going to do that. We're going to give a discount there that's going to be pretty nice for everybody. Okay? So everybody can take some products home and everything and kind of equalize that. What else? Comp plan. A lot of people are waiting for the comp plan, waiting for the upload of the comp plan. You guys are going to see that up tomorrow. So you guys are going to see that.
Yes.
And it looks
Awesome.
phenomenal. I've never seen a PDF like this. I think it's a little bit worth the wait, but a lot of people go, why are you waiting so long to put the PDF out there? Because, see, here's the deal. We could have put a black and white PDF up. People go, it looks cheap. even though it looks powerful because of what it reads. It looks cheap. So we wanted to make sure everything was perfectly nice, beautiful. 2, we wanted to make sure that everything that's on it is correct, not to the matter of the content, but the way the verbiage is on it, legally. Right? So we went through lawyers and everything they had to approve. That's where the time got consumed, through lawyers. Lawyers took forever. They read things slow. They get paid by the hour.
Right.
And they get paid really nice by the hour. So it's like a word an hour or something. But you know what? They're protecting us, and basically it's really, really cool. You know, the compounds, we're doing some really cool things with the compound right now. How many of you have already purchased their stuff?
Woo!
We're going to make an announcement about those people who purchased already and how we're going to make sure you be able to kind of push over another week so you can rank up even higher so people get
Yes,
ranks.
yes, woo!
Without losing the payment time, because we're still going to pay on the exact same time as if we close on the 3rd. So I want people to have bigger ranks as we're coming in, because we know a lot of people are going to come into the company and they're going to need people with big ranks to help them out. So it's going to be pretty powerful. What else? What else? You know, the compound for you. Anybody new right here? Everybody knows the compound, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. We have a lot of great stuff. The system right now, we kind of did something to the system where it's not pulling people up. Like you say, somebody does not activate, it's not going to pull the person from underneath if he activates and pays the guy on top and skips over you. So we kind of stopped that for a couple months, making sure that everybody is getting their credit. You know, everybody's
Right.
making sure
Awesome.
that everybody's going to get their fast start, nobody's losing it and stuff like that. So we're going to pull that aside for a couple months, and then we'll bring it back up as soon as that happens. So it just stops for that. We're just trying to do everything that I think everybody needs, you know, for you guys to be successful. And here's the deal. We need to have a lot of people make a lot of money. Who wants to make money? Say aye.
Amen. Aye.
Right? So what we're going to do is we're going to teach a lot of people how to really create wealth with this company. And I want to make sure that we create the stories with you. So we're going to be walking hand in hand. We're going to be walking step by step with a lot of people around the world. And I want to make sure we build these stories together. Because, see, here's the deal. These companies are not built about the product. They're not about products. That even though we have the most phenomenal products, I think, on earth right now, they're not about products. These companies are not about the money, even though we're going to make a lot of money. They're not about the money. These companies, they're not about the products. They're not about the money. They're not about the leadership. It's about the people. It's about really changing people's lives.
Yes.
And the more we do that, it just translates to more wealth for a lot of people. It's not because we want it to happen that way, it just happens that way naturally. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a lot of people really change a lot of people's lives. I know there's a lot of people around the world. You know, we're right now setting up tours for a lot of different countries. And, you know, a lot of places that we've gone to, you know, it's amazing the way, you know, different people live around the world. You know, for example, I was just in the Dominican Republic. And I'm watching, you know, you usually see a bus, people stuffed into a bus in other countries, you know, you did pretty fit in there. And I saw flatbed trucks with people standing on the back full. And that was the bus. And kids hanging on the back, you know, and the trucks are going like, you know, you're talking about trucks going about 80, 90 miles an hour, and you got kids, little kids hanging on the back. I was like, you know, this has to change. This is dangerous. This is dangerous stuff. So I'm very excited about what we're doing. I think a lot of people are going to be very happy in the turnout of things. I know there's a lot of people out there, you know, they're getting anxious and nervous and all this stuff. And I just want to let people know that, and then remind people that, imagine this was your restaurant. Or imagine this was your business. For example, now I'm not talking about, I know you're in the business, but let's just imagine you are putting up a brick and mortar business somewhere. You're investing all this money into it, all your savings, everything you have. Now, you're putting all your love and this passion into whatever you're building. It could be a mechanic shop, it could be a restaurant, it could be anything that you want. Now, if you know something bad is going to happen if you start sooner, because maybe the grill is not working, you can't heat it up that much, the meat might be raw when you give it up, are you going to, or the refrigeration system is not working, so things can go bad, are you going to open up? No. So you got to make sure everything is running perfectly before you get to go.
That's right.
And that's all we're doing. We're trying to make sure that everything, is running smooth. I know we're taking a while. I know we're taking some time, but please understand, I'm telling everybody around the world is, please understand this. We're trying to make it right. As soon as we can go, you guys are not going to see any of these issues anymore. See, that's one of the things that you guys are going to see with this is that we're going through these steps right now before we put the masses and masses and masses of people into the business. The last thing we want is issues to be happening during the time that we're trying to grow.
Yes.
Right.
So we're trying to make sure that we get all this stuff. We're making sure that everything. We have a bunch of professionals that are really, really awesome. I'm talking about. We have professionals here. We have a team in Dallas, Texas. That is, just in programming, they're just one of the best out there. They're really creating something happening. They're with us on the phone every single day, making sure that they're checking the system. They're checking everything that's happening. We have a team here in California that is working phenomenally with them, side to side, making sure that all the programming and everything is working perfectly. We have a shipping department that, where we're taking our guys over to basically another warehouse. We have people training right now them, and they're getting trained how to ship stuff using this other company that's going to be shipping our products for us. It's like a shipping center. And the reason we're doing that is like, we're sharp enough to know that if we try to take it on ourselves, by ourselves, without knowing anything, we figure it out, but it's going to take us a while. So why not use professionals and help us? So we're doing a lot of other steps that you guys won't see behind the scenes, but it's going to be really, really cool for you guys. The company is doing very well, by the way. Like I said, I repeat, we did just phenomenal sales. Last couple of weeks have been, I couldn't believe the sales numbers that are coming up. And I think a lot of companies will be very impressed. And I'm talking about 5 to 10-year-old companies will be very impressed with what we're pulling off in numbers. And that's, and that's, by the way, is without counting all the carts that were closed. I imagine all the carts are open around the world. The numbers are going to be just iconic. So it's going to be really, really cool. What else can we talk about? See, I'm trying to stay on the line, not to talk about what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Any questions, by the way? Can I answer you guys?
Let's see. There's 12 ingredients.
Yeah, there's 12 ingredients.
With the last one? You don't know yet?
Yeah, we do.
The fiber,
Soluble
It's
fiber.
called Inline.
Inulite.
Yeah. The last product's called Inline. It comes from the blue agave. Basically, it's a fiber, it's a soluble fiber that works phenomenal in your system. It's like a prebiotic. It is a prebiotic, rather. That's what it is. It's a powerful prebiotic that you're going to be having. So imagine you're detoxing and you have a prebiotic. See the difference between a prebiotics and a probiotic? There's 2 different ones. Probiotics are like yogurt. They're made out of lactive products because they have a lot of this bacteria, good bacteria in it. That's a probiotic, and then you put it into your system. But yet it's still not part of you. It's part of a cow's, probiotic. Right? A prebiotic, like what we have, what it does is it feeds and duplicates the good bacteria you already have in your body. See what I'm talking about? So it grows that, and it makes it sure that it's growing healthy-wise. So it does. It's pretty cool. And so that's what that is. We have Ganoderma lucidum, we have chaga, we have and obviously you guys know all the rest. Now we may cut out the Ganoderma out of it, and maybe change it for something later, because there's a lot of people out there nervous that if I have high blood pressure, or if I use if I have if I use blood thinners, can I drink the tea? You can drink the tea. You literally can drink the tea because it's not that much that's going to affect you within that container, because obviously you're making a gallon of it, instead of, But we may take it out just to take the and change it with something else that's pretty powerful. So we're working on that. Yes? The life, you know what? The time capsule? The time capsule, it's the 10 most powerful medicinal mushrooms in the world. You know, obviously you got 100 milligrams of Ganoderma in that, you got 100 milligrams of chaga in there, you got pharmaceutical grade chaga, Siberian chaga, you got about 50 milligrams of cordyceps, you got mitaki, shiitake, you got turkey tail, you have, there's a few other ones I can't even pronounce. And then we also have in there acai and a couple antioxidants also. So it's a great mix, a great blend. As a matter of fact, when you take these capsules, by the way, a lot of people don't feel nothing with just Gano, even though it's working in you. A lot of people don't feel nothing with chaga, even though it's working in you, because it works very well in you, especially people who know that if they have diabetes or you have cancers and all that stuff, you know it's working. But the time capsule, when you take that, you feel like Popeye when you take that. You know, it just rolls. It's really, really cool. So you guys are you're gonna love this capsule. It's gonna be pretty cool. Now, here's a really cool fact about the capsules, and a lot of people go, well, I'm nervous because the company has not started and they're pushing things back and blah, 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 blah. You know, all that stuff. And they don't realize until the products come out that we didn't go the cheap way. Like, for instance, just buying any containers that they sell somewhere else and have these containers come and like all white and they go around them and stuff like that. We want to make sure everybody knows that ours are special.
Yeah.
So every single one of our containers, we actually mold them. I mean, we have molds for them and everything. There are containers. Like, nobody else uses these. And inside the plastic, so people know it's true, every single bottle in the plastic is engraved Vida Divina.
Yes.
And on the top of the cap, you're gonna see the logo engraved into it.
Nice.
So it's really, really cool. It's a custom bottle, so it's like no other bottle out there that looks like ours. You know, these for capsules. And every single bottle is gonna be different. Like you've seen the sample ones that you've seen out there, but what we have actually right now is, like for instance, a yellow bottle that's like very transparent yellow bottle that comes with the gold cap. We have a blue bottle that comes with, obviously, with the blue cap or the golden cap, depending on what the product is. And we have the red bottle. It is like a transparent red bottle, really, really nice. I mean, when you see these things, you're gonna say, "Wow, there's quality behind it." So we're taking a lot of detail, and I know, like I tell people, I know people are getting frustrated and they're getting angry out there and all that stuff, and they're pushing away whatever it is. And I said, well, they'll come back because when they see this stuff, they're gonna say, "Oh."
Right, nice.
They're going to see what, I'd rather prove to people with actions
Right.
what we have than with words. Right? So I tell people, I don't need, a lot of people go, well, Armand, I love you, Armand, I trust you. He goes, I don't need none of that. I need you to, I want to earn that from you. Don't give it to me.
Amen.
Let me earn it from you. Let me earn the love, let me earn, because I will earn it from every single one of you. Because that's what's going to happen. We want trust. If I trust you, I'm going to earn that trust from you. That's the way I want it. I want people to figure out, this guy didn't, just do what he said. I mean, he went over and did more. That's what I want people to look at and see. One more thing. Oh, we are getting a jet. So it's going to be.
Woo, a jet, yes. Yes.
We're not buying it, by the way.
Vida, Divina, get in a jet.
But it's always been really cool that, we want something that has our logo on it, flying in the air. It's just cool, right? But the idea of this is basically, we're going to have big tours, and we're going to make them happen, like around the States, big time, and we're going to have a group of leaders. So we're going to have a group of leaders going state to state to state. We're going to make sure that we have the capacity, I'm already forgetting English, look at me. The capacity of being able to take these leaders professionally everywhere they need to.
Yes, awesome.
The other thing, what else?
I have questions.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I have a lot.
Oh.
They're asking about the life capsules, and then what does the liquid gold do? And then I have more. Okay, go ahead.
The liquid gold, let me put it this way. When you were 24, remember those times? I love those times.
I was
When we
skinny
were
then.
24 is the last year that we produce a human oil. That's the reason that, for example, people didn't have a wrinkle at 24. You ever heard, they go, you look your best at 24. By 25, we had that one expression line. You're like, it creeped up on you, like, where the heck did that come from? Or the lines around the eyes start growing a little bit. You start seeing, the wrinkles even around the lips. It's like, where is this coming from? Now imagine a fountain of youth. A lot of people have died looking for this fountain of youth, right? Now imagine an oil that can literally reverse your skin in time. How would you love that?
Right.
So what you're going to notice with this is, first of all, your skin's going to feel smoother than you've ever remembered. And it's going to keep reversing in time, the way the quality of your skin is going to be. And it's going to be tense, too. The skin's going to be nice and firm. It's going to be nice and soft. It's going to be awesome. Now, that's one. Wrinkles are going to start disappearing. That's not all going to go away, because there's some that, I'm sorry. But it's like they're so deep, they're not going nowhere. But you're going to see a lot of them go away. So you're going to see a big change. People are going to see a big change in your skin. So it's going to be very powerful. And now, the reason for the gold is that there's a lot of minerals in the gold that people need. And I'm not talking about because of the money factor or anything else, or because it sounds cool that there's 24 karat gold in there. It's because the minerals in this material, what it does for your body is amazing. See, now imagine, this is kind of like, it simulates exactly the minerals, it simulates exactly the oils, it simulates everything that your body used to produce for you before you were 24. So you're going to notice a big, big difference. As a matter of fact, this is the only oil that you'll know that you can actually use it on your babies.
Oh, wow.
And you'll have no reactions from it, negatively. So it's going to be really, really cool.
They want to know, can it be indigested?
No, this one cannot be indigested. It has to be.
Okay, then the next question somebody has about the life capsules.
Okay, the life capsules will be out in October. Sometime in October. We are waiting for green light on the label. So that's about it. With the information that goes on the label. And the reason for that is that we're now in a year that rules changed for weight loss products. So now we have to be very careful how you name things and how you say things, especially on the labels of the products. So now we have to have everything reviewed by lawyers, making sure they're going, and I don't know where they're getting the green light from before they give us the green light and all that stuff. So we're figuring around October, maybe sooner, but October before we get them. I mean, we already have them capsulated, we already have them in bottles. All we need to do is just wrap them in the label and we're ready to go. So it's all about that. So it's going to be pretty cool.
But people have lost weight on the Ghetto capsules and on the time capsule. Is it possible to lose weight on the time capsules?
The time capsules you can lose weight, yes. Because on the time capsule, it's not a weight loss product, by the way, but you're going to get this, all this, you see, what it does, with life capsules, what you will notice, by the way, just to change a little bit of the subject, not only, you will lose some weight, obviously, with those, but it's not extreme weight. But here's the difference with the life capsule, the time capsules, is that you will feel, let's just say, how many of you know that has a flu, right? Yeah. All you have to do is give them a couple of time capsules. An hour later, the flu's gone.
Wow.
It's just that powerful.
Wow.
And that is really, really cool, especially when you feel it's coming.
Come on.
You throw one of those in, and it automatically it's good. That is just completely awesome. People have fevers, right? Imagine having a fever, you have them a couple of
Kendria,
time
you
capsules,
can
and it
Google
goes away
cordyceps
very
on,
quickly,
and it'll give you
So
what it
that's what
does.
that is about. Also, time capsule has a lot of things that help you with your DNA. Like the chaga is a big DNA product, but there's also like the turkey tail and other things that really maneuver your DNA to really help it. So you're going to see a lot of people, there's hair color coming back. You're going to see a lot of people's hair growing back. You're going to see a lot of people,
Gray hair going away.
That are happening. People remembering things that they couldn't remember before.
Nice.
Might be bad depending on what situation. The last thing I want is somebody takes the time capsule and go, oh man, I remember this. I couldn't believe I remembered him. Whatever it is. So I mean, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And what another question?
Yes, I got a couple here. One is, do you know when the products are going to be shipped out?
Yes, we do. Actually, the products start shipping out Monday.
Awesome.
So,
Okay. Another, I have someone who has lupus. What would you suggest?
As a company, we don't suggest anything.
Okay,
But if you go to pubmed.gov, the government website,
okay,
and put lupus versus, like, let's just say, Gynandromylucidum, lupus versus like Chaga, Siberian Chaga, lupus versus, you can go, if you use a time capsule,
okay.
and all the products are in the time capsule, just look them up. You're gonna see a lot of big difference. And, we're not saying that it's gonna do anything,
Absolutely.
but as soon as they try those, guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna notice if it works for them or not.
Okay.
And if it helps them, fantastic. Have them show up to the doctor and show them, I use this.
Right.
And they go, well, what's making you feel? I use this. That's all it is. You just have to tell people, because if something helped you, because this is just food, basically,
Yes.
the FDA looks at it like food. It's food, or it's nutrition for you. So if something worked for you, don't be afraid to show your doctor and say, I use this.
Amen.
See, that's the only thing you need to do. Because then what happens is your doctor will now talk about it. See, and then he can talk about it. As you show up and say, look, I use this.
Yeah.
That's the only way, and then he starts testing it, then that's the only way he's gonna figure out. So it's gonna convince him to start talking about it. So it's gonna be really good. But
Okay, so there's several questions about each product, so I'll just ask a question. They want to know, when is there going to be a list of each product, like by date or when they're coming out?
right now, we're trying to focus on getting all the orders out that we have. We have 50 products right now ready to go. But we have to wait on these little wave of products, making sure that people are getting all their orders and making sure as soon as I know everybody got their orders, like the first wave of people, I'm going to feel not only good, I'm going to be able to sleep finally.
Praise God.
It's like, it's going to be a relief where we're going to say, okay, let's introduce more into the game. You just keep
Yes.
putting people, putting more and more products into it. So we have, we're just looking at we have a whole cosmetic line that we're looking at. They're not even labeled yet, As a matter of fact, they're not labeled for these, but there's a full cosmetic line that has these powder like lipsticks, these mascaras, these powders and everything, fully organic, all with nutrition, all has, and they're created with all these shades from around the world. So it's not like people are putting on shades that from other people. You put on the shade that is you. It's really really cool for us. So
Ladies cosmetic.
I hear that all the time. I can't tell you, I don't use it. But I hear that all the time. It's like,
Regarding the compensation,
hmm?
between the 1st and the 7th, the additional 5%.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay. Does that start with the 120 pack? And is the 120 considered a pack?
No.
All right.
120 is not considered a pack, it's just product.
Okay.
Yep.
So, in fact, the only reason you see it now is because originally you would only see just the cards when you sign up. And as a matter of fact, we told everybody that we were going to go to the end of December with the free signups. We're going to actually take that back because there's some conflicts that are happening right now because of that free packages. So we're going to try to swing that back. We'll make that announcement when we're going to cut that off a little bit sooner. That way, when people sign up, they have to sign up with a 120 or they have to sign up with a package and everything else. Because there's just so much stuff that, as soon as somebody comes in like free, their back office is open, and it's like they're already in the system. So the system doesn't recognize them, like they didn't buy their pack. Like, it doesn't recognize that they didn't do this. Some people are buying just product, and they're not even qualifying for getting paid. So we're going through that one by one and correcting it for everybody. So it's just like, maybe you guys don't realize you got corrected, but my guys back there, they're going nuts because all these errors are happening that people don't realize they're errors, but we're just fixing them in the background. So we're making sure that, and the only way to stop that is having packs come in. That way we can control who sees it, because that way, when you see an application form, all you see is these 4 packs. And that's it. You don't see nothing else. And then after you're in the system, then you see all their products.
Nice.
See, that's the way it should be. So we're going to have to do that real quickly.
But the 120 will make you binary qualified.
Yes, the 120 will make you binary qualified. The package, the 120 is just 3 products. Literally, you can go in, buy the 120, and buy as many products as you want. It's just, you can just do that. It's just pretty simple.
We had a question about what's the difference from the preferred customer, because in the back office, everybody's a preferred customer first from them purchasing on the front end when it comes available? Or is there a difference?
Here's preferred customer. Preferred customer, it's not really a customer. Okay, there's a big difference. It's a wholesaler who is not buying wholesale. I mean, it's not selling. It's just a guy or person who took the spot and he's just buying personal items for himself. We call it that preferred customer.
Okay.
And the reason we did that, we could have called him affiliate, for example, like we had it before. But we kind of changed that because now there's this funny deal after the Herbalife deal that happened. That's another thing that we had to go back and check everything. See, what happened with Herbalife is that now there's this new perspective. There's not a real law there, but the government's taking this as law. Whatever they're closing, 51% customer base, they're considering you a pyramid, right? But we know, in multi-level marketing professionals know that the majority of people are customers. They're just in distribution spots by mistake. Well, they got in and they decided they love the product, so they continue on buying the product, right? And they're not doing the business. That's going to happen all the time. So if they're just buying product, for example, just 1 or 2 items or 3 items, they're just customers. And then we just consider them a customer. So when we get audited by the Attorney General, I hope it never happens, by the way. I love you guys if you're hearing us. At least we can show me. Just show me how many customers you have, and I can consider those, because they're not actively binary. They are preferred customers, and then we have our customers also that pay $60 per item. Within your back office. That's the only difference.
Okay, so the 5%, is that still on for tomorrow?
The part?
The 5%?
No, this month there's no 5% extra, because here's the deal. When you buy your pack, it doesn't count for this month. So it's like, that's one of the other things with the free that kind of messes things up, because the system doesn't recognize things. See, one of the things that it has to do is that's on your repurchase for the second month. So when you repurchase, if you buy within the first 7 days, for the second month and on, let's just say today is January. It starts in February for you. If you came in, and the reason we did that is because there's a lot of people, for example, just imagine this. If it worked for this month, that extra 5%, everybody would say, well, I'm coming in, well, I'll just wait then, because I only have 3 more days to the end of the month. And I won't buy my package till the 1st or the 2nd, whatever. So to avoid that, whatever you buy this month in packages, like the very first time you buy a package, if it's January, February, that won't count for that extra 5%. You'll get the 5% if you got, the package that says the 300 pack, the 400, the 600 pack, and the 1200 pack already has 5% added to that. That will count automatically, no matter what day you buy it during the month. But that extra 5% that you get for buying between the first 7 days, that's in your next month qualifying order. So if you qualify that month, your 120 points minimum, within the first 7 days, you got that 5%. See what I'm saying? And then the month after that, same thing. The month after that, same thing. If you take it to the next 7 days, it's only 3%. And the next 7 days, it's 1%, and on and on. It's very, very simple. Okay? And that's one of the reasons we have to cut that free off, because that's also messing things up, because people are in the system and they're like, well, maybe I should be buying this, and that. And it's just mixed up. But that's because we wanted to have fun with a bunch of people. We want to invite everybody to the party, right?
Yeah.
So it's all good. Go ahead.
What would you not recommend or suggest, but what can I offer to people who want to gain weight?
People who want to gain weight, that's a phenomenal one. It's not me, though.
Or muscle.
Yeah, we're going to have a phenomenal protein shake.
Okay.
That is going to be, people are going to either gain muscle or gain weight. It's just going to be, depending how you use it, because there's a way to use it, and it will have the amount of scoops that you need. There's people that want to just gain weight. You need the amount of spoons it tells you. People who want to gain just pure muscle mass, it'll tell you the amount of spoons you need. And then the people that just want to use it as a meal replacement, it's only like 1 scoop or something like that. So it tells you how many scoops you need for each of those things. So it's really, really cool. And it comes, the awesome part about it, it comes in vanilla, it comes in chocolate, it comes in strawberry, it comes in pineapple, and it comes in cafe latte. So just imagine taking an cafe latte shake in the morning. It really has like Gano coffee in it, by the way. So we're putting our Gano coffee into it, so you will feel that buzz, you know, that you love in the morning, you know. Yeah, you know that when you're taking your coffee and you're forgetting everything, and even your keys are in the house still. When your coffee's in your hand. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you're ready singing out the door and like, my keys, but the coffee's in your hand. Right? You didn't forget that, so that's really, really cool. So we're gonna have that. We're also talking to these cup makers. They're gonna produce these phenomenal personalized cups for us. You know, there's a lot of companies that do it, but this one here has a little spinning machine in it that creates like a tornado effect to it on the inside. All you have to do is like pour our product into it in the middle of it. It automatically mixes it up. It's really, really
Nice.
cool.
Wow.
It's a little brand that's out there right now, but you know what? They're gonna brand our stuff and make it really cool. So we're already talking to them. It's gonna be really cool looking when you know somebody's like, so what are you doing? What is that? Well, you don't want to know. You know?
Someone wants to know, how do we market the HCG drops?
How do you market the HCG drops? That's going to be fun because that's one of the reasons that it's going to take a little bit of time to get these here right now to start them off, because we're going to have to train everybody, like brainwash everybody, you know, to speak about it totally different. Why? Because it's not a weight loss product, right? You know, and the FDA, it's not a weight loss product, so it's not a weight loss product. We have to keep saying it's not a weight loss product. That's it. It's a fertility product.
Yeah.
So if you want to help anybody have babies, you know, that need to have babies, that'll work for them perfectly. I mean, you can get people pregnant like that if they're using that stuff.
Nice.
And people that couldn't have babies before, you know, it'll help them a lot. So it's really, really cool. Now, unfortunately, and I say this with all my heart, unfortunately, if you read the warning label on the side, it'll say extreme weight loss as a secondary effect. So I mean, it just happens that way. So we just got to train people really, say, look, that's on the side, or whatever it is. But we're going to figure out how we can do that legally. And just about it. After we figure it out, we'll send the memos out to everybody and we'll release the product.
So Tony, you know, after that Tony,
Mhm.
they've done City
Yeah.
and they found the tumor,
Mhm.
her little son, and so what can she Google?
Just the herbs that we have in the 10 capsule. Yeah. Whatever we have in the 10 capsule, the herbs,
Google the
just
herbs.
Google that. And especially chocolate on that one. Yeah. Question?
Two questions. What can we take for energy?
Energy 10 capsule. The 10 capsule is going to be just phenomenal. We're coming out with an energy product, by the way, that is just need to drive really long distances or really do a lot of sports, you know, or are very it's really. I mean, it's not nothing.
You guys
bad
are too
for you.
funny.
Nothing's going to happen. You're not going to feel your heart beating up and down. But seriously, like, if you're the kind of people that don't clean your home, take one. I'm telling you, that house will be clean. Because you're not going to want to stop moving. You know? So that's the kind of energy you get from
Time
that.
capsules for energy.
It's just one of those items that, you know, we're going to bring it out again. We're going to educate people on how to use it. It's not going to have any negative effects, obviously. Nobody's going to be having heart attacks or anything like that. You're not going to be shaking like in other products that people use. But, you know, we want to make sure that, you know, people are not taking it they're not supposed to be taking. Because a lot of people say, I need energy. What kind of energy do you need? You go, well, I'm just tired. Take a 10 capsule. Yeah, but if you're an athlete, a sport, or you go running, if you need to burn energy or do something else, there's this energy product that's going to be coming out. See, and that's going to help. So it's just being honest with people. I think it's going to push on sales too, on that. Okay?
Venus will be that effect? Venus will have that effect?
No, Venus is going to have a completely different effect. So let's not go there right now. Let's keep it clean.
Oh, Lord.
Armand, speaking of athletes, we have some athletes that are professional athletes.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to them as far as Venus is concerned?
Well, I think they should try the products. I think they can see how they feel with it. I think they're going to be very excited about the products that we have, especially the electrolyte waters that we have. They're going to be, as a matter of fact, we're going to have, we're making them. By the end of the year, we'll have them in 5-gallon container, mixes. So, if they have these school or athlete, or anything like that, they can just pour this in and make this 5-gallon jugs automatically. They'll just fill it with water. But the thing is, it just doesn't just come like Gatorades or the Powerades with just electrolytes and some sweet water that's in there or whatever fake flavor it is. We have actually, it's real flavors. Like the red one has hibiscus in it. It has, it just has a bunch of minerals and has a bunch of different things. The colors come from the original colors of the plants. It doesn't come, there's no fake anything in it. It's all organic. So if they try this and they feel better, and they're getting the results that they were getting with that other energy, you have them switch. Yeah, but it takes for them to try it. I think that once they try it, they're gonna fall in love.
So,
Especially with the flavors.
so if someone is like allergic to like the dye, like the coloring or whatever, it's not gonna do anything to them?
No, because we have no dyes whatsoever in our stuff. None of our products have dyes, none of our capsules come in black or blue or anything like that. So we don't have anything. Ours is completely, all our capsules even are completely is USDA organic capsules. So everything is, we're making sure that everything comes from plant source.
You're asking if this is going to be spirulina, like separate?
We do have a powerful one coming. As a matter of fact, in the time capsule.
Question was,
are
we going to have something like spirulina?
Included in that one, and it's also included algae alpha, which is the strongest one of them all. Of them. They actually call that the mother cell or something like that. The cell of the body cell, the mother, the alga alpha. So we have that in there, so it's going to be pretty, really powerful for that.
Someone wants to know.
And it's in the juice too. The fact of Divina.
Yeah. Someone wants to know about kosher and vegan. Are the products going to be kosher or vegan?
Yes, they are. They're not certified just yet. We have certified kosher, but we're not putting that on the bottle because the fact that our laboratories and everything is kosher. They're already signed kosher, and we also have them certified for the halal. Basically. But see, the reason we're not doing those two is because to me, they're really priests who come in and they pray and then they bless it and then you're good to go. That's it. So it's not a real certification to my standards. But like USDA organic is, to me, government standards are. So we're going to go with those type of standards, other than having a Jewish priest come in or from other religions come in. So do that.
PowerPoint will be uploaded tomorrow, he said.
What about gluten? Does anything have gluten in it?
No, nothing has gluten in this.
Excellent.
Yeah, nothing has gluten.
I have some guys in the NFL. Can we get some of the products NFL approved?
Yes, you just guide me in the direction and we'll have them. I would really love that.
The question was, can we get some products NFL approved? So.
Anybody else questions?
Here.
Questions?
They said, do you have any products that help with eyesight? Example, cataracts.
Yes.
Chaga.
And Ganodermalucin.
And gonodermalosis.
Those two mixed. If you take the time capsule too, even better. But you'll notice a big difference. I don't know if a lot of you ever heard of like a great friend of mine who passed away. Fred Herzog.
Yes.
Remember all that? He went almost blind a couple years ago. And all we did, even before we put him into the other company, we're giving him chaga capsules by the handfuls.
Wow.
We were just giving him, and he's like, I used to give them to him in like Ziploc bags. I was like, just try this, just try it. It's going to work for you, and he kept taking it, and his sight came back. As a matter of fact, he got his driver's license back. So
wow.
It's like he was legally blind. He couldn't see a foot away from himself. If it was dark, he couldn't see at all. So it had to be either light, like right here, he couldn't see. It's just too dark for him. But outside in the sunlight, he could see. He could barely see enough to get himself around. But the capsules helped a lot. He was able to get his license back. So that just tells you, he qualified for that. He got it back. As a matter of fact, he posted that on Facebook, so it's on his site still. Even though he passed away, he still shows his driver's license. He got it back. And he tells you how he got it because his story is written. He writes it exactly what he did in Armand, and this is all that we did, and this. The Dr. Ramos gave him the capsules and stuff. And something that she gave him along with that was the inline.
He said tomorrow it'll be uploaded.
So that's a great mix. Okay, in line with you'll see that. It's going to be powerful.
What's his name?
Okay?
What is his name? That you can look it up.
Fred Herzog.
Pardon?
The late Fred Herzog.
Thank you.
eventually, will we be able to order products from here at corporate office?
Eventually, yes, it's probably, it'll take a couple of weeks. As long as after we flush the first like wave, then we'll have products available for will call. I mean, just at ASAP, we want to do that as quick as possible, but we wanted to make sure that basically nobody's saying, well, in California they got products, that's unfair, and this and that, you know. Want to make sure that, you know, everybody knows we're being equal, you know, like, all right, you know, and then we'll do the will call stuff.
Is there a certain thing as too many time capsules at once? If someone's really dealing with a lot as far as their ailment is concerned, how many can I give them?
There's no, the products within the time capsule are adaptogens. And adaptogens, which is like what's in chaga and ganodermalucinamide and all that, what it does is that it's not like a vitamin that you take too much, you'll pee out the excess. You know, you start, you know, that's why people, they take all these vitamins, and all of a sudden they're going to the bathroom, they pee out and it smells like vitamin. They took too much. The body doesn't need that. So what this will do is, in adaptogen, what it does, it collects within your body and holds it there. And then takes it out at will, like when you need it. So if you take too many of them, it just collects them in a bank in your body and just holds them. And it starts releasing them as it needs it. So sometimes it's better. I mean, when I was fighting myself, you know, with my illness, I was taking handfuls of these products. I mean, just capsules from wherever I could find them, and I was grabbing these things and tossing them in. And I mean, literally, there were handfuls. I've never counted them, but I bet you there were more than 10 at a time that I was taking. Right? And I mean, I got well, you know. So I mean, I can't tell you that's what it did, obviously, because laws. But we have. I never did anything else, and it was
Okay,
good.
they ask, can nursing moms take the product? And then the next question is, is there a product that helps with menopause in women?
Yes, the menopause one is the Venus will help drastically with that menopause. It just works phenomenally because it really aligns the hormones and aligns a lot of different things. It makes women love again. Sweet.
Awesome.
It brings them back.
It restores. Restores.
What's the time frame on those?
Yeah, when are we getting those?
We're pushing for it. No, but the last one, with the nursing.
Nursing big
I
mothers.
suggest nobody nursing, pregnant, take these products at all. And not because they're bad, they're not bad. As a matter of fact, if she can take them to her doctor and have them decide, but have him decide.
Right.
It's just that simple. It goes,
Get
that's
medical
the best
advice.
suggestion I can give you.
Right.
They're not bad at all. But you know what? I've had so much, in my career that I've seen with people who are pregnant that, something happens with the baby and then they want to blame whatever.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So just to be on the safe side, and you don't want to get into any of those issues, I just always tell you,
Consult your doctor.
if
Right.
they're nursing or are pregnant, just don't have them take any of that stuff, or unless their doctors told them they okayed them, at least you have the doctor said it was okay.
Debbie, you
so
said around October.
But than that, I suggest nobody takes that.
For the sake of the replay and the many people that are looking that have not heard your story about your illness and what happened and what you took, can you tell us the short version of that?
Well, the very short version of it is that I've had many diseases in my lifetime.
Someone asked for you to tell us, Jess.
I think it was unfortunate, but fortunate at the same time because I learned a lot. I was one of those guys that a long time ago did not believe in the natural stuff. And I always believed I was Superman. The person that no matter what it was, you were never sick. But it came to a point where I was forced into the hospital. I actually collapsed in my kitchen floor of my home. And I was taken to the hospital. And when I was in the hospital, I figured out that I had a tumor, a malicious tumor between my heart and my lung. That's what was pounding against. So I was breathing heavy, and I was angry at that time, and that caused that pain. But during the same testing and everything, they found out also that I had a gastric cancer in my stomach, which they only gave me 6 months more life left. After that, basically I walked out of the hospital. This is the very quick version. It's in the magazine if you guys want to. But I walked out of the hospital and I said, you know what, I'm not, I had too much stuff on my plate at that time. I was launching a company. I already had, and one of the things that you'll see me do is that I never let down, especially when I promise things to people, basically, and I said, I'm going to do this no matter what. I may be late, but I'm always accomplished things. I'm always going to hold my word. So to me, I had a lot of people that, believed in me and kind of left checks to come to this company with the irony, right? We're doing the same thing here. And then they were waiting for us to launch, and we were launching at this time with this company. And I said, you know what am I going to do? Tell them that I'm dying? So I kind of went forward and started working. I said, you know what, I'm just going to tell nobody, and just going forward. But during the same time, my wife, since she's a medicinal doctor, she was always telling me, take this, take that, take this, right? She's the one that, started handing me the tea, and I started losing weight I was 425 pounds, by the way, before that. And I started taking the tea, it just dropped drastically. Started taking the Gano, my diabetes went down. Started taking, the high blood pressure went down also. I mean, it was just a lot of different things that I had to
Yes,
issue
Donald,
with.
the Gano.
The tumor and the gastric cancer was just the end of it. And I just started taking these capsules she was giving me and the stuff that I was taking. They're all natural stuff, and it was just like the inline stuff, the Dermalucidum in handfuls, the Chaga in handfuls, and I was taking the tea, and I was taking, I was just, I was taking the Alpha, I was taking there, and the Spirulina, she was also giving, but that was in spoonfuls, and that was horrible. I'm serious. I used to go out in my backyard and spit the stuff out. I was like, it's actually, it was so disgusting, this stuff. I recommend capsules all the time. And on the cement to the day, the stains are still there. That's how powerful this stuff is. It's just horrible. But this stuff, I started taking it, and I was like, well, I have nothing else to do. I never took any radiation. I never had any chemo or anything like that. Once I said, basically, I don't want anything to slow me down. Yeah. So what I thought was, if I took chemo, the reason I didn't take it is not because I didn't believe it. And the reason I didn't take the radiation is not because I didn't believe it. I knew if I took it, I would be out for 2 weeks. Just laying somewhere. And I couldn't risk being out for 2 weeks right now. Time was advancing. So we just said, no, and we start taking this. But here's the deal, I started feeling better. I started feeling better. A lot of people go, well, you can't go on the story saying that, this cure. I don't know what happened. I can tell you that it cured me. But this is the only thing that I've done. And seriously, it's the only thing I've done, and it's documented. And when I went back a year ago, February of last year, and had a full body scan done, it was negative. The only thing I had was scars where the tissue was with the gastric cancer. Tumor's gone, diabetes is gone, high pressure is gone. I can sleep at night without using a respirator. So all of this stuff was happening, and I can tell you that what I did this, I did that. I did change my diet, so that may help too. I started eating salads, but I never even knew what a vegetable was. So that helped also. But I think whatever it was a blessing. And I think these were tools. And it's one thing that I tell people: I don't believe in my heart all these products that we have here, like in Vida, Divina, all the products other companies have. They're phenomenal also. They won't cure anyone. Okay? It's not that. It's just, they're great tools. Your body cures itself. Your body is powerful enough to be able to reverse anything from the inside out, any disease, anything, any symptoms. Your body can do that. But it just needs the tools to assist it. See? And that's what it is. Our stuff is our tools to assist it. That's all it is. It's just whatever your body needs. Yeah.
Anything that'll be assisting with arthritis, joint pain, heart?
The oil.
Heart.
Oh, the oil is going to be. No, just put it on. You're going to feel that. It's going to be phenomenal. Migraines, the oil. Migraines also lack of caffeine, by the way. So sometimes people who they used to drink a lot of coffee, they used to drink a lot, or they still drink a lot of coffee, all of a sudden their body's like now missing caffeine, or they drink a lot of Coke or a lot of, whatever it is. It's, a lot of migraines are caused by lack of caffeine. That's why a lot of the medication, like if you go down and it says migraine medicine, the ingredient, the major ingredient is caffeine. Yeah.
Is there something that we use in this product that substitutes caffeine?
No, we have coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't substitute it. It's the real coffee, the real deal. The only deal that I think is that people who can't drink caffeine will, I can't say they can't, but you know, the gallagher-mallucin that's in it kind of neutralize the caffeine effect. So a lot of people who like have gastric issues because they won't feel that. You know, people who drink a lot of this non-caffeine coffees, they can drink this one, they'll be fine. So I mean, they can try that and they'll be okay. But if a doctor tells them you can't have it, you can't have it.
Right.
It's that simple.
Of course, we brag about you and the company, but to my guest this year, why Vida Divina coming from you?
Why Vida Divina? Great question. You know, for, I guess she's, you never knew who I was, right? No, fantastic. Now I can lie to you what I They won't let me do that. Why Vida Divina? I'm a professional in the industry, so I've earned a lot of money. In the last company I was earning a lot of money in that company where she was also, Ken was also there. And here's the deal. You get to a job that I believe in helping people. I mean, there's great money anywhere. You can make great money in any company, and we're making phenomenal money. But why move away from that? It's because I feel the vehicle that we had at that point was not doing its job to help the people that I wanted to help. It might have been helping other people that maybe didn't need the help, I thought in my mind, but I needed it to help the people that need it. So when you feel you know, directions are going in different ways, you just got to take your road. So we decided just to take our road and start building our machine that's directed at helping the people that we know that need the help to get to where they need to be. Because at the end of it, on my tombstone, I don't want it to say, Armand, the multi-million-dollar earner, Armand, the multi-million-dollar, you know, guy who made a lot of money. No, I want it to say how many people we help.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
And that's why Vida Divina. To me, Vida Divina is an art. One day came into my mind, and it was not, you know, and I was just, you know, you don't know why. You know, I was sleeping. I woke up in the middle of the night, and we're making great money. A lot of people don't know we're making great money. A lot of people, I was the #6 top earner in the world of the MLM industry in that company, you know, from that company. I believe all the companies were #6. So check this out. I'm sitting at home. I woke up. And I'm like, and I don't know what it was. I can't call it a dream. I can't call it anything else. But something says, you know what? You got to build an ark.
Amen. Wow.
People need, because it's not whatever you have. It's not helping what you're supposed to be doing. So when you feel something that's powerful in you, and you know what? I just said I got to go that way and risk it all. I said, you know what?
Yes.
We just start risking it. We start depositing everything we have into it. Start building what we have. Start building everything until the point that we know that the ark is going to float. And making sure that we have an ark that's going to carry a lot of people out of the storms when it comes.
Yes.
Other questions?
No.
Maybe for next week.
You want to share something that you're going to share tomorrow with us that way for everybody's got to turn off the camera.
No.
I know.
We will not do that. Because then you guys will be hit later on. What did he say? What did he say? What did he say?
Right.
No. No, you guys are going to love the news tomorrow. We have...
Spanish and English?
You know what? We have not announced the Spanish one. I might do them both at the exact same time. I just think, you know, it's just faster because sometimes when I do the English one, and then I do the Spanish one, I forget that I said things. And I don't say it in the Spanish one.
Right.
And everyone's going like, wait a minute, I heard it both of them, and I understood you. And in the English one, you said this, and that. You say like, well, you know, imagine 1 hour after another when you're saying the same stuff, and you remember it because like, well, I already said it, but you don't remember you said it in the last one.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I kind of want to make sure that nobody gets missed. There's at least 7 great news that are on this
gonna come.
Awesome.
People are gonna get excited
Everybody get
about.
ready for tomorrow's meeting.
Let me give you a tip of one. There's gonna be a way within the next couple of weeks that people are gonna automatically be gold to get a check match.
Nice.
So then before, so the first check, they're gonna come in with a check match bonus, all 7 levels. So there's gonna be a way, so there's gonna be more money for a lot of people. And we're doing this just not because, you know what, people deserve it or not. I think people, went through a lot, and we wanna give back. That's all it's about. So we're gonna do it, and guess what, I'm very grateful because I see the numbers coming in every day. And the numbers, even though there's some people that said they went away, I was making so much money, I lost it, they're moving away. They moved away at the minute where we were actually finding the coin. We're like mining, and they like walk away, and we're still mining here, and the diamonds are coming. They walk away the wrong, but it's okay. God bless them. You know what? I believe their road is their road. It's like I took mine when I came here. I think what they deserve, what they're going to get, and they're going to get love from wherever they're at, and that's what they're after. So I just hope they have success, and I wish them the best. Everybody who leaves, I think everybody should have success. I think no matter if they're here or there or anywhere, even people who come and visit us and says, you know what, I want to, I don't like your company. I wish them success. I don't think this is for everybody, and I won't be as dumb to think that everybody's going to say we're part of Vida Divina, and this is what not everybody is. Not everybody wants to be a mechanic. Not everybody wants to be, a cook. Not everybody wants to be an artist. For work. So I think this is something that's going to be for somebody, and this will be for somebody. Yo traje fresco, no sé si lo trajeron, ¿sabes?
Yes, we got tea to sample.
Do you want to know how much they look amazing, and how much have you used them generated?
You guys noticed?
Yeah.
I'm down since we started a few months back, and I've been going slow because we did dig out at the LA Fair. But I'm down like 67 pounds.
Wow, down 67 pounds.
Yeah, but the one that's hating life right now is my belt.
Armand, I have a
Give
question
some
on
hearts
that.
for that.
The question is, as the company will have the control with the online products, because a lot of people that are affiliates can use Amazon and eBay to sell the product, but that creates a problem because they start to sell the products cheaper and not the resale price that sets the company.
Well, here's the deal. We knew that's going to happen because it happened with all the multiple different companies. Is that on? What am I using?
I noticed it went down low. I'm like, can you talk a little louder? I was.
Where was I at? Sorry?
eBay, Amazon.
We already have our lawyers writing up letters to eBay and Amazon, so they cannot put anything that says Vida Divina on it.
No Amazon, no
We're not
eBay.
giving permission for that to be on their site, so it's going to be a trademark. As a matter of fact, you guys will notice that our logos now will have that little R because it was finalized. It's a registered trademark.
Yes.
We're now registered trademark in about 8 countries, and we're fully doing that for every single country that we have. As a matter of fact, just the one in the United States, it's a registered trademark worldwide. And if you do it in Mexico, it's worldwide. But ours, we're doing it in every single country, making sure that our brand is protected everywhere we go. Okay?
Nice.
So everything else, we have logos going out. It's gonna have a little R over. I think that one has yours.
No.
The new one, yeah. Yeah, we have another better banner than that one. That we're gonna put up.
So no more t-shirts.
Huh?
No more t-shirts.
Well, look, with team shirts, here's the deal. We have to license everything that gets printed out there. I do not mind, and I'll tell you honestly, I do not mind people making their own shirts. I don't mind that. We mind if you're selling them.
What if you're a different company selling you these shirts?
If another company is selling them,
just lead them to our lawyer or us, and then we'll have the lawyer send them a letter. It's just that simple. Because what's happening right now is that we want to make sure the brand is getting taken care of. Because we're trying to treat the brand like if it was Disney, Ford, you know. And as we're growing it, as we're going to mature this brand, we're going to make sure that it is out there. Now, here's another deal that, you know, we're talking about. We may mention this tomorrow. Is that, you know, we are looking that maybe in about 5 to 10 years, you know, we might open stock options. You know,
Wow.
We want it to be solid, especially because of the brand of it. We want to make sure that people are, you know, and basically the ones where you go. Okay?
Somebody's asking, can we use the logos for our business cards?
Yes, you can use the logos for your business card, but it must say, anything you print out there, it must say independent distributor. You know, it can't say just either the Divina and the logo, just like a corporate was.
So we're gonna have our own in back office eventually, marketing tools?
Yeah, you will have marketing tools in back office eventually. We're working on those. As a matter of fact, I'll be honest with you, I haven't even started on that, and it's just, we were talking about it, and we're trying to organize it, but, you know, there's a few things that are halfway done, but it's not to where we want it, but at least I can honestly tell you, but next month or so, you're going to start seeing some stuff coming up. So it's going to be really good. Yeah, it's nothing like this, man, I'm telling you. Yes, every single product will have a scripture. It still does, and it always will.
We love that.
I had a lot of people tell me, you got to take them off. I go, no, we don't.
That's right.
And one person told me, but I have a lot of friends that, you know, are maybe Muslim or another, and they may take offense to it. I said,
Oh, well.
you know, it's not, you know, it's, you know, the way I feel about it is like, let me be very honest with everybody, is that, especially if you guys are listening online, is that I'm not trying to push faith on anybody, but I honestly feel that the scripture is not meant for you or anybody here. It might be beautiful. It's for somebody who you never know. Maybe it's the last moment of their life or something happening in their lifestyle. They pick this up and it's just they need it at the right time, at the right moment. And they're going to get the message. They might see that, they might not know what that is. They might look it up on their phone. And then it might come out and it might be something positive to them. So I honestly feel it's that way. It's not about us selling or moving that stuff or it's about, you know, who is going to pick it up when they need it. That's what I think it's meant. Yeah. No, every single product has a completely different one.
Yes.
And we went through a lot of thinking, processing, we went through a lot of different things that, we were, making sure that it was actually the right wording. Nothing on it, it actually says like the word God on it or something like that, so nobody takes offense to it. There's some people, I don't know why, but they wouldn't. But all our stuff is powerful in nature of motivation, what you're doing in life and where you're heading in life. So it helps in that way. And basically, I told this gentleman who told me this, and the funny thing is, this gentleman is a pastor, and he told me, when do you take it off? And I was very surprised that he told me that. He says he has a lot of customers who are Muslim or in other faiths that maybe would, take offense to it. And I just told him this. I said, Pastor, let me tell you the truth about Scripture. And I know you know Scripture. And I'm not going to say at any point that I'm a professional of Scripture. Because I'm not. I'm still learning, as like I think most people are. But I do know this. Most people don't know what those are. Even people who go to church. Mm-hmm. Most people don't even know what the chapter and verse means when they read it in the Bible. They see, a verse in a chapter. They don't know what that's part of the Bible. They don't unless they research it. And they say, well, what is this? And they type it out on their phone or whatever. Most don't. And it's a truth fact that most have a Bible but don't read it. I've seen so many people that walk into church, and I don't want to go too far into this, but I'll look and they have a beautiful Bible. Maybe they purchased it somewhere. And they open it up and they still haven't put their name in it. You know, so if you don't put your name in it, is it yours?
Come on.
Come on.
You know? So I really look at that and I says, you know, so a lot of people don't even know. So I know a lot of people that you know, I've looked at the, you know, the scriptures, you know, they found it, they heard about it. They didn't say anything. Because nobody, you know, if most people who are Christian faith don't know what the scriptures are, most people outside the faith won't know what they are.
Right, right.
But they're there for the people who will need it at that certain point in life.
All right now.
So, they took the tea and ran, huh?
No seconds, no nothing.
I'll have them come back and give them a second.
I made some tea.
Yeah, Chris just took off. Any questions?
Gonna drink that tea down.
So, I mean, we will have, for everybody who's out there on the internet, you know, that's listening, every Tuesday I will be here. So we'll grow this. Now, on Thursdays, the Spanish one, I can't promise the same thing because I'm either in flights during those times, but Tuesdays I know I'm here. So,
Awesome.
most of these, so. And we will have product to taste every single time we have it. It's going to be pretty good. What else? What else? What else? Anything else? You guys want to tell me anything? Yes. Everything going good with you guys? Fantastic.
We've been learning a lot.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much. God bless every single one of you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't even need this. I don't know what to do.
Look at the skinny meanie right there. Look at her. She awesome.
Nigeria. Wait for tomorrow.
Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna drink this tea down. Oh, look at that. Tea. Look at that. And I drink it up. Alright, you guys, thank you for joining.